The Ford Maverick was a total game changer in the compact pickup truck scene. But what if I told you the 2024 Toyota Stout is here, and it has outright crushed the Maverick? With its many configurations and amazing interior design, it's giving a seriously tough time to its main competitor. And trust me, you'll want to stick around till later in the video when I tell you what longtime gearheads have got to say about Stout being a potential Maverick killer. Now let's keep in mind that the Toyota Stout will likely launch with many configurations. In the world of compact trucks, configurability goes a long way. Everyone's got their own unique tastes and interests, and simply expecting a one-size-fits-all approach to work simply doesn't cut it anymore. Toyota knows this, and because of this, the 2024 Stout will offer enthusiasts the ability to configure their driving experience to their needs. And it's gotta be said, that's a direct hit at the Ford Maverick. Let's not forget that the Ford Maverick is available with only a single cab and bed option. Toyota plans to stay ahead of the curve in that regard. The 2024 Stout will have two cab offers. This includes the extended cab, which some might know as the extra cab. This two-door cab has a little bit of extra space behind the front seat. Now, the larger of the two options is known as the crew cab, or the double cab. This is your full-sized four-door cab. This is easily one of the best aspects of the new Toyota Stout because it ensures customers will be able to get a vehicle that better suits their needs. What's more, it gives the vehicle a bit of an edge over the Ford Maverick, making it even more likely to outright crush it once it becomes available in the market. Another thing to keep in mind is the powerful powertrains included in the Toyota Stout. The Toyota Stout is expected to include powertrains that are pretty good at what they're supposed to do. These are the two: 5L Inline-4 and the 2.4 Inline-4 Turbo. These serve as a decent entry-level choice. Now, let's be real, they aren't exactly what you'd call a powerhouse. But hey, it's totally fuel efficient and a worthwhile consideration for anyone who doesn't think they're gonna need that extra bit of power. Plus, before you count out the two, 5L Inline-4 entirely. Do remember that it's already offered in the RAV4 and a couple of other Toyota models. At 204 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque, there's no denying that it's a decently powerful option. And that fuel efficiency is definitely a huge bonus too. Hotcars.com had this to say about the 2024 Stout potentially being super efficient. With gas prices soaring each passing day in the United States, gearheads who haven't caught the EV fever are tilting towards hybrids, the rare combination of stellar fuel efficiency and performance. People are swooning over the 2023 Ford Maverick due to its combined mileage of 37 mpg, 42 mpg on city roads, and 33 mpg on the highway. These values are mesmeric, thanks to its hybrid powertrain and crossover underpinnings. The Toyota Stout is expected to match or exceed for competition's sake the fuel mileage numbers on the current Maverick. As we've established, the Stout will integrate Toyota's perfected hybrid system. With this powertrain synonymous with fuel efficiency, the 2024 Toyota Stout will most likely return a 39 to 40 combined mileage on a full tank. That said, for anyone who wants that extra bit of horsepower, there's a second option too. Since the main idea behind the 2024 Toyota Stout is its amazing flexibility, there's a much stronger engine available for those who really want it too. This is the 2.4 I-Force Turbo. This powerhouse of an engine has already made its presence known in the likes of the Toyota Tacoma. At 278 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque, it's absolutely bonkers in terms of its sheer power. Compared to the Maverick, well, that's miles ahead, giving one extra point over to Toyota. Oh, and one other thing. The transmission that's going to be available with the new Toyota Stout is the 6-speed manual. But of course, there's a second option too, and that's the 8-speed automatic. True car enthusiasts will definitely love the added option of opting for a manual transmission here, especially considering the Ford Maverick doesn't offer it. Plus, the 2024 Toyota Stout will likely feature a hybrid model. With the world heading towards an era of increasing electrification, it only makes sense that Toyota will want to stay up to the times. Currently, the Ford Maverick Hybrid is one of the most popular choices currently available. Toyota will likely offer a hybrid model, simply to remain competitive. This will feature the same 5L inline-4 engine that the standard version has, though in the hybrid model, there's going to be a small battery as well as an electric motor. Because of that, folks can expect to see around 219 horsepower and 163 pounds-feet of torque. Many people are also expecting to see the 2024 Stout come with a plug-in hybrid. Even if it isn't immediately available, Toyota would simply be missing a huge opportunity if they don't eventually launch it, especially if the model sells well. The plug-in model should come with the same engine as the base hybrid, but it'll have a 17.5 kilowatts per hour battery pack, as well as a much bigger electric motor. Because of that, you can expect to see the horsepower go up to 302, with around 165 pounds-feet of torque. But of course, power isn't the main focus here. Instead, it's all about efficiency, and the plug-in hybrid is expected to go about 48 miles only in EV mode. This makes it a great consideration for people who might need trucks to cover short distances. And you can't talk about the 2024 Toyota Stout without mentioning its towing and payload capacity. The truck is expected to have a 3,500-pound towing capacity at minimum, and for anyone who opts for the turbo engine, this number should go up to 5,000, which is pretty crazy to think about. Most people are highly anticipating the new Toyota Stout because of how amazing these numbers are. Hotcars.com added their 2 cents into this discussion too, and let's just say they seem hopeful that the 2024 Stout will win out against the Maverick when it comes to towing and payload capacities. The current Ford Maverick has a base towing capacity of 2,000 pounds. This value increases to 4,000 pounds when adequately equipped with the towing package, and a max payload of 1,500 pounds. The upcoming Stout is expected to integrate an improved suspension, upgraded front and rear axles, and responsive brakes that'll converge to offer payload and towing values that trump the Ford Maverick. If the Stout truly improves on these metrics upon its release, it'll yield more sales than the Ford Maverick. Now, it's worth mentioning the new Toyota Stout also comes with many new trim levels. In fact, I'd be willing to say that the new model is worth the wait for this reason alone. There's going to be a whole slew of trim levels to choose from. But it's likely that the TRD Pro and the Trailhunter, which some might recognize as trims from the Toyota Tacoma, are going to be making a return. The Trailhunter especially has gotten folks excited for it, given that it's going to be yet another collab between Toyota and ARB and an Australian company. And if that's not enough, there's also going to be customer coilover suspension, alongside some wide wheels and tires. With all these factors combined, it's going to make for a great trim, which will only further boost the Stout's popularity over the Ford Maverick. Another reason why the 2024 Stout has an edge over the Maverick is its interior design. There's no hiding the fact that the Ford Maverick's interior design left a lot to be desired. Most gearheads just kind of found the whole thing to be super basic. Sure, Ford did this to reduce costs, but imagine if the 2024 Stout is able to not only provide better interiors, but also keep the cost to a lower amount. Toyota will likely lean heavily on the Tacoma's interior design when making the 2024 Stout. That's great to hear because Tacoma already has a bunch of people excited about it. Some even think the new Tacoma is hands down the best looking one Toyota has ever produced. So if Toyota is able to create something that delivers in terms of interior and exterior design, they'll easily be able to get a huge advantage over the Maverick. It's likely the design might end up becoming iconic, with folks even liking it maybe a decade or more into the future. And it seems people are already on the hype train. One fan mentioned, "I've been waiting for the Toyota Stout to be announced all year. I'd much prefer it over the Maverick, but if it is only available in electric, that's a deal killer for me." Though not everyone is convinced just yet. Another person added, "Ram, Toyota, GMC all are touting their soon-to-be-released compact pickups that will destroy Ford Maverick sales. only one thing. The Ford Maverick is the only one actually being produced. Don't tell me what you're going to do. Just do it already. So hey, I guess you can't please everyone? That's a wrap. See you in the next video.